16వ ఆర్థిక సంఘం సిఫార్సులపై ఆర్థిక శాఖ సెస్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో హైదరాబాద్ లో సదస్సు జరుగుతోంది. ఇందులో సిఎస్ రామకృష్ణారావు, ప్లానింగ్ కమిషన్ మాజీ వైస్ చైర్మన్ మాంటెక్ సింగ్ అహ్లువాలియా, ఆర్బీఐ మాజీ గవర్నర్ దువ్వూరి సుబ్బారావు పాల్గొన్నారు. ఉన్నత అధికారులు, ఆర్థికవేత్తలు, నిపుణులు సదస్సుకు అటెండ్ అయ్యారు. 16వ ఆర్థిక సంఘం సిఫార్సుల్లోని ముఖ్యమైన అంశాలు, రాష్ట్ర సర్కార్ కార్యాచరణపై సదస్సులో చర్చిస్తున్నారు.
Therefore, the formula which is given by the Finance Commission, which is suggested by the Finance Commission, that if these PSCs are making losses in 3 out of the past 4 years, then they should be brought for discussion. What is the way forward for these PSCs is something which every state can seriously act upon. These large investments of public money into these enterprises are ultimately not yielding any results. So that is the first point that I wanted to touch upon. The 3% of fiscal deficit for the states and 3.5% for the center, and the just to DSTP glide path. Once we look at the action taken report which is placed in the parliament by the union government, so definitely the 3% is accepted. The 3% limit on the states is accepted. But regarding the other two items, there is no definite conclusion there is no definite action taken which is placed by the union government. But most importantly, the problem of off-budget borrowings, which is resorted to especially in the Telugu land, both by Andhra Pradesh and Telangana in a very aggressive manner, which is sought to be curbed. And from 2022 onwards, Government of India also has included these things and reduced the state's borrowings. At least those off-budget borrowings where the debt and principal are being serviced by the state government, these are to be included within the overall debt of the state, the public debt of the state. So this is the same stand which is taken by the Finance Commission also. The political establishment has used this very, very effectively to push large number of subsidies without any discrimination. So these universal DBT schemes run against the basic principles of public finance, of administrative efficiency, excluding anybody who is not eligible. Now this is a debate which I think 16th Finance Commission has rightfully opened up, because this burden on the states is day by day, it is increasing.
Etc. etc. I mean, his view was that if Punjab and Haryana can be separated and both doing, well, Punjab not doing that well, but Haryana certainly doing very well, not a bad idea to split up the larger states. Now, I don't think that there's any one institution that will bring these issues up for discussion. I'm not sure how these issues should be surfaced. But there's no question in my mind that, the danger of excessive power at the national level being concentrated in, let's say, one state or two states, which happens when those states are very, very large. Even if those areas are adequately represented, but there are 3 and 4 states over there, it would be a much less threatening kind of position. I mean, coalitions across states and commonalities across states would be easier to work out because there'd be multiple actors that is involved. So I think it's not fair to expect to ask the question, has the Finance Commission addressed these issues? They're probably not even proper for the Finance Commission to address these issues, and that's why I said that I think it's a very good report. And those of you, I mean, usually government reports are not very well written. This is a very well written report. I really urge you all to read it. But I think having read it, I wouldn't bother very much about the particular formula used. You can improve it a little bit or not improve it. I think the big thing they've done, which is I think quite sensible, is by introducing the contribution to GDP as a factor in determining shares, they have responded to a feeling that was quite widespread in the South.
Discussion on public finance management happens in Delhi and Mumbai. We hear the political voice from Delhi. We hear the economic and financial voice from Mumbai. We don't hear from regional centers like Chennai or Chandigarh or Guwahati and Gandhinagar. It's very important that the voice from the peripheries of the country, away from the center, is heard. The first point is that for all the acrimony, for all the complaints, for all the grievances, for all the griping we do about our center-state relations, our federal structure, I want to say that our federal structure is a story of remarkable resilience. We don't often acknowledge it, but it is. If you look around the world today, look at other federations, every major federation has a problem. Spending autonomy is getting increasingly limited. States complain that the space for their borrowing is getting increasingly limited. States complain that their space for resource raising is getting increasingly limited.